Hello people! Today we're going to talk about something very important, unfortunately, which is money, or as Cardi B would say, shmoney.
Give me shmoney, yeah. Give me shmoney.
So, actually money is a very important subject and I think we should talk about it more, especially that according to all of the research, millennials have zero savings. There is just small percentage of us who actually have some savings on their bank account, and I think it shouldn't be like that. We should have some savings and you should be more financially stable. So today I'm going to share with you my tips, how I budget and how I'm able to save my money. And believe me, I'm not earning a lot, but I'm still able to save a really big percentage of my salary. And it's also not about how much you are earning, it's about how much you're budgeting, so that in the end of the month you can save as much as possible. So let's do it. First and the most important thing before we go into the budgeting is what all of the podcasts, YouTube and books gurus are calling emergency fund. So emergency fund is basically 2 or 3 times your salary waiting on your bank account just in case of the emergency, obviously. So the emergencies might be different. You might just quit your job, or maybe they will fire you, or maybe you will have to go to hospital for a few months, or maybe, I don't know, your MacBook will stop working, or your phone will just get lost and you will have to buy a new one. There is so many unexpected expenses in life that it's really important to just have that money there waiting for you just in case. And I would say like maybe 4 or 5 months of salary being there will be better, but 2 or 3 months is definitely enough, at least for the beginning. And believe me, since I know that I have this there, it makes me feel way more calmer because I know that just in case something will happen, I will be fine and I don't need help from, I don't know, friends or parents. I don't need to borrow money from everyone because I am secure myself. So now let's go into the budgeting. And the budgeting might be different depending on your expenses and depending on the lifestyle you have. So you need to decide about your own budget. And to do so, I will highly recommend to just have a look on your previous months, how much money you actually spend and what you are actually buying. So you can do it on your bank account, or maybe you can just start like putting everything on your notes, or I don't know, using an app. So then you will see how much you are spending and on what you are actually spending money, because when you're actually tracking your expenses, you can realize that you spend so much money on the things that you actually don't need. So in the end, you can just decide to cut it a little bit and then you will be able to save more. But when it comes to budgeting, there is this thing they call 50-30-20, which I think I will tell you in the next video, because this is something that I'm not following that much, especially because I am just really deeply into my saving mode right now. So I'm trying to save as much as I can because I was broke last year and now I'm trying to like get back in track with life. But basically it's that 50% of your money is going for the things you have to pay, 30% is going for the things you want to pay, and the 20 is for savings. Mine personally is a little bit different, so I'm trying to save at least 40% of my monthly income, and then the rest I'm dividing into my wants and needs. And what is want and what is need? So basically wants is this first thing you should put into your budget, which is the thing you actually deeply need to pay. So first of all is your rent or your mortgage, depending on your situation right now. But basically for the people in my age, there will be rent, then there will be utilities, your phone bills, your car insurance and the petrol if you have a car. If you live in London or in some big city like me and you don't have a car, there will be a public transportation, which in my case is a really big percentage of my salary, because the transportation in London, I don't know why, is so expensive. And another things that you just need to pay every single month. And then when you have all of that, you can go into your wants, and wants is the thing that you basically want to pay for and you want to do, but you not necessarily have to. So there will be a coffee, there will be like, I don't know, a makeup, clothes, what else? It could be like eating out, all of the things that you do in life, but you don't necessarily have to do it every single day. So this is the most important, I think, part of your budgeting, because in this part you can actually cut a lot of your expenses. And believe me, once you start like tracking, you will realize that, oh my god, like just this week I spent £60 for a coffee, which has no sense. And obviously for me it has a lot of sense because I love coffee, but there is so many things that you actually don't need to spend that much. Of course, you should allow yourself to buy yourself something to eat and something to dress, or some skincare, some makeup, at least once in a month, but don't be too crazy with that. Try to just keep everything like, you know, in a good way. That's what I'm doing, and believe me, I am still doing great. Like I'm still able to buy myself clothes and makeup and skincare, but it's just not that much, okay? And the last part of your budget are your savings, and in here your savings, depending on your needs and your wants, how much you're spending in all of that two categories. But obviously the needs is something that you have to pay, so there is not much you can do with that, apart of maybe instead of renting a whole apartment you can rent a room or something like that. But the want part is very important, because in this part you can actually cut so much, and then you can put this money into your savings. So then in 3 or 4 years time, maybe you will be able to take a mortgage and buy yourself your own house, or maybe in the end of the year you will be able to go on a really crazy vacation in a place you always dream about, and so on. So that's it for today's video. I hope that this video was helpful. So as I said, I'm personally able to save at least 40% of my monthly income, which I think is pretty good, and I hope that you will be able to do the same. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, check out my Instagram, and I will see you guys in the next video.